Now it's time for OK Stop. We'll roll a clip, and the panel can say OK Stop at any point to comment. Bernie Sanders. He's more than just Mayor Pete's cool grandpa. He's one of the front runners for the Democratic nomination. Well, this week he did a town hall on Fox News, and he left the host a bit confused. Let's watch.
I go out and I listen to the people, and they ask me questions. Those questions are often very, very different than the issues being discussed by media on Capitol Hill. Okay? So.
All right, Senator, we want to get back to audience questions. I do want to say that we understand, and we're very grateful that you're here. We are giving you an hour of substance and talk on our airwaves, so we can get over the Fox thing, if you're all right with that. Okay. I want.
Okay, stop. He said get over the Fox thing the way Tom Hanks asked Meg Ryan to get over him shutting down her bookstore.
Ask the audience a question. If you could raise your hand here. A show of hands of how many people get their insurance from work, private insurance, right now. How many get it from private insurance? Okay. Now, of those, how many are willing to transition to what the senator says, a government-run system?
Okay, stop. For those at home, we got a lot of hands.
Yeah. Reminds me of when I asked people to hang out with me.
Millions of people every single year lose their health insurance. You know why? They get fired or they quit and they go to another employer. You change insurance. Every year, millions of workers wake up in the morning and their employer has changed the insurance that they have. Maybe they like the doctors. People are nodding their heads. Okay? So this is not new. Every year. Now, what we're talking about actually is stability. That when you have a Medicare for all, it is there now and it will be there in the future.
Okay, stop.
Just mesmerized.
Speechless.
I just want to say this. Has Bernie been on Queer Eye?
His hair is better.
His hair looked good.
It's shorter and it's whiter.
Silky,
It's whiter. It's
Those collars do not button down.
No, that was good. He looked great.
Sharp.
It's fascinating to watch someone make a case for Medicare for all on Fox.
Yeah.
And they're cheering.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he loaded the crowd, which is cool, but those weren't Arizonan baby boomers driving there in their golf cart like they usually get. Those were Bernie people. How many of you land on the we should do everything we can to undermine the legitimacy and Democrats should not go there camp? And how many of you land on the side of we have to fight Fox by bringing our ideas to them, and by Bernie going on Fox, he exposes people to another point of view, and maybe that's the first step on how we change things.
I think that, yeah.
So I watched somebody in the front row just wait for a chance to yell out, Bernie does it well, but the rest of them not so much. And that's another third option. What do you guys think?
You know, I would have said no because you don't want to lend legitimacy to a propaganda network, right? You don't want to go on and say, oh, this is an actual news network. I'm going to actually engage in any kind of conversation. But I do think there's ways in which Democrats are talked about and lied about on Fox News, that if they do see them in the flesh, even if they're undermined or misdirected or whatever it is, at least they get to hear them and see them. And that's a great example of them hearing and seeing Bernie Sanders in a way that they're only seeing him with his hair up like this and with the button-down collar. You know, they're never seeing him like that. And not just because of how he looks, but I think it is in a way, it's kind of a both and. It's like, don't legitimize them, but
I mean, have you seen the chyrons when they're on there? I mean, it's
socialist Jew attacks church.
Right.
That's
yes,
basically that's the usual.
It's unreal. So
Pete Buttigieg burns down Notre Dame. I saw that yesterday. It's like they're trying to get him for that.
Okay, but he did.
Secret Fox News viewer.
Not so secret. Check out my new show. It's
And that's okay. Stop.